Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, we're going back to Paradise, Brian. It is Bachelor in Paradise, Season 7, Episode 5. Make sure you like and subscribe to your TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. If you are a Bachelor fan, if you are a Love Island fan, if you're a Netflix reality fan, Perfect Match premieres on Friday. We'll be here for each weekly drop. If you are a competition reality fan, we will pick back up. I have a review. I have a screener sitting in my inbox right now, Brian, for The Snake Episode 5. We did miss last week. That's on me, but we will be back with the review this week. I'd love to do some more exit interviews, too, if they could book them other than during lunchtime, during work on the East Coast. But, hey, that's a little behind inside baseball for everybody. This was a pretty good episode of Paradise, Brian. Look, it did not have a rose ceremony. Everyone who knows me, been watching us for years, knows that I'm a big stickler for rose ceremony. The cacao could also be maybe characterized as black magic. That was a toss up there. One of my rules. Yeah, well, then they broke two of my cardinal rules. But, Brian, I thought there was a lot that happened, right? We had people left on their own. We had medical emergencies. We've had people starting to get exposed a little bit. A lot of things that we could lead off with, Bri, but I kind of want to talk about the results of the bird challenge. The bird challenge was funny. I think it was very Love Islandy. Thought it was good, but I want to talk about the results, Brian. The winners, Brian and Parisa, they win. They get to go to the fantasy suite, as it were, right? The VIP suite for the night. They left, and she was not having it. He was in a bad mood, Brian.
He's weird. He's putting a lot of bad juju on the name Brian because I actually really like her. She might be
Yeah,
one of
me
my
too.
favorite girls in the villa currently. So yeah, I don't get it. The whole point of the show is on like speed to begin with, so you need to know that you need to have these conversations. And like, why would you not do it when you cannot be interrupted? Like, what? It's almost like he just wanted to have sex or something. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like that's the vibes I was getting.
Well, he was saying it literally in the confessional, and I think that made her feel a little uncomfortable, even though she maybe had been down prior. Once you say that, dude, you're kind of like setting yourself up for failure. And maybe it was a type. Maybe she's being kind. Maybe it was a type of thing where like he was heavily pushing that, and she was just kind of like, nah, like I kind of want to chill. Can't we chill? And maybe that annoyed him. Again, this is all speculation, man, because I just don't see. I mean, he was in a good. They seemed like a good mood when they walked in.
And they were overnight.
It was overnight.
It was overnight. So like, yo, just have the conversation, man, and like you can both get what you want. And that sounds terrible, but like you can both get what you want if you just have a conversation. Why are you being weird? Like he was just being really weird.
There was a lot of weirdness, Brian, going on in this episode. Another thing that comes top of mind to me is, and it made me laugh out loud both times. It was like a cartoon character. I'm talking about Dale. Dale not being able to lie fully to Kat or tell like a full untruth. It reminded me literally everyone throwback like liar liar Jim Carrey. She's like, oh, like would you be open to going on a date with someone else? Well, I'm not that I feel pretty good. It's not that I wouldn't want to, but I am open. But hey, Dale, did you say that like you like wanted to kind of get a rise out of me? Well, and he said, and this guy, he just needs to be like, yeah, I'm open. Like, is he really that afraid of her crash out?
Probably because she's a psycho.
Her crash
I mean,
outs are
she
great.
is. I mean, this
Her
is
crash outs are
multiple
great
seasons now. She's a psycho. The pen is blue is a great scene. That's an awesome scene in
all time.
movies. If anybody hasn't seen Liar Liar, you should watch it. It's a very funny movie. Um, yeah, I just he's. I mean, he's kind of lame. I mean, what is the new girl's like? Oh, he's 36.
Alicia.
He knows what he wants. I was like, this guy doesn't know anything that he wants. He like not at all.
Brian, this has got to be one of our T-shirts in some form or fashion. But again, this chick didn't watch the show. This chick didn't do her homework. That guy is in the top. If you put top 10 moments or controversies in top 5 controversies, Claire leaving a show early with that dude was like, well, what? If you know anything about it, which it means she probably didn't, right? But like to know nothing, especially after you were on a season, and now it's like, yeah, it's inexcusable. It made me laugh out loud. I'm like, girl, like, yeah, he might leave Kat for you soon, but you're not last. You're just next. You're
Right.
next.
Exactly. and we've been saying for years, like the dating pool of this show, you shouldn't want to be with anybody in this franchise. Like date outside of the franchise. You get exposure, then you go meet somebody in real life because none of these relationships are going to work. Look at Susie and Justin. Like it's the flavor of the week of like what couple's going to break up. I don't get it.
We've mentioned Alicia. We should talk about somebody else on this show. No damn game. We're talking about Sean. This
I thought you were
guy.
going to say Jonathan. Both have
Well,
no.
no. Well, he's next. I just figured that like we should transition at least from Alicia to Sean because Sean again, he's one of these guys where most of the women put him top tier
Yeah,
as
I don't
far
get
as
it.
attractiveness off the
I
top.
don't
Now it's
understand.
not for us to judge, right?
No, we
But
can judge.
as soon as he starts talking, Brian, he loses them within like a minute. How within like the first conversation? How about within the first 50 conversations you have a girl? Do you tell a girl what best traits you got from your mom and your dad? You also can't say that you've like, I gained my empathy from my mom and I gained to be this type of scholar from a dad. Dude, chill out. And I'm glad she called him on it right away.
Yeah, he's lame. I mean, we said that on his season. He's a Ken doll. I think, and I think we can talk about how what guys. I think that's the only we can talk
No,
about
no,
white
I'm
dudes.
not
White
saying
dudes
that
is
I'm
the
not
leader of the
like here to
clubhouse that
judge,
we
but
can
like
shit on.
I don't think he's ugly, but I don't
He's an
see it.
average dude.
I don't see how he's like S tier, like
No,
how like
he's not.
or like what he
He's
how he
not.
gets like from all the confessionals, Brian, and all of the just like the comments people coming in, the new people always mention him. And
Yeah,
he
I don't get
blows
it.
it every time.
Dude, I think honestly, man, when everybody yeah, it's funny you said that because like I watched this with my wife for the first 30 minutes before she goes to bed, and she's like, "Why do these people act like this when people come into the villa?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's like the gods walked into a room. Like every single time when someone comes in, oh my god, it's Gary. Oh my god, it's Sean. Oh my god, it's Jill. Oh my god, Jill. Oh." And this girl, the Grant girl, I didn't even remember who she was. So like, why are they acting like these people are like these like you said, S tier celebrities, S good looking? They're not. They're just
Yeah, Leah. Leah was the newcomer who gave Jonathan his third date, Brian. His third date, and he still has no real connection. Like
because he has, yeah, at least he's like somewhat attractive, but he has no game either. He's like what making his little like the mask or
oh,
sign
Wind
from the
Waker,
land.
little Wind Waker leaf mask.
Yeah, just like what is he? The only roses he's getting is from April, the horn dog of
Listen,
the
I
whole
love
show.
April. Shout out to April. She is there for the right reasons. She's there to just have some freaking fun. And anyone who tries to poo-poo her or give her any crap, like, no, she gets the assignment.
Yeah, yeah. This season is obsessed with like the younger guys doing body shots with the women. They just what they push sexually on the show is just I don't know. It's head scratching to me. It's so head scratching.
Um, well, fun golden moment. It was Nancy asking out what was
Gary,
it?
Gary,
Gary. But Gary had to finish chewing his food first.
they were on drugs, right?
Yeah, well, they went on the cacao date.
Is that drugs?
I don't think so. I think it's just a cocoa bean, dude. I think it's just like they got diabetes for like a couple hours.
The edit implied that they did drugs.
But I think they was trying to, but I do kind of catch the fact that like they were literally saying it's not, and them being like that is such like an old person, maybe like non recreational user of other things. Maybe they just like because they felt funny, right? Also, shout out to the shaman, the shama, however we want to, whatever the witch. She was great. No penetration, Brian. That's an all-time wine.
Yeah, I
Because
think that
the
was it.
cocoa is so good, you cannot have any penetration. What, and people like banged in the cocoa like retreat?
I don't. I think this is one of those things where they try to sexualize something that I think they edited that clip to make it look like there was a pause, and I don't think there was. They were probably so confused with what's going on, just like I was.
um, yeah, we our cliffhanger. I want to say cliffhanger. I'm gonna also pull in the trailer, right, Brian? So, cliffhanger is Alicia going to possibly give her rose to Dale before Kat can basically just set off Kat's explosion now? I don't think it's going to happen now. I really don't think so. I think next week it'll still be Dale and Kat. Maybe Alicia takes Sean. It's safe, right? It allows her to get into the rotation, into the game.
Yeah.
And kind of the blow up will come because what we're seeing next week, Brian, which I don't know, the 500K is awesome, right? Like
Yeah.
the 500K is going to be, and we'll lead with that next week. That's why we didn't lead with it this week because that's really what next week's episode's about. It is going to blow up the fake relationships, which is like probably all of them except for maybe one or two, right? And I like it. But do you think they should introduce it off the bat?
Um. Yeah, I think they should have honestly had everybody there, and then it's literally like a game, like because
Like
honestly, man, why would you want to go on the regular show when you could just go on the regular show to just get on Paradise now if you have a chance to win $500,000?
well, yeah, who cares if you get eliminated? You go in there, you do something goofy, start
Yeah,
a fight, make out with someone early, just do anything you can to be remembered, promote the hell out of the show, be really nice to the behind the scenes people at all times, right? And like have a shot of getting put on Paradise. And then you never know.
there's no reason to go on the main show anymore.
Well,
The only reason is to get on this show now. If this is
I'm,
if this is going to be a regular thing,
I'm
why
gonna
would
tell
you
you
not?
what, Brian. It's funny that we literally talk about game shows for money, and we talk about like how they've tried to turn this into Love Island in certain ways with the stylization, or like, and we've always talked about like, what the hell are they gonna do to get people interested in shit again? You throw $500,000 in, you know what? I'm back. I'm back a little bit, Brian. I'm back enough. I'm back enough. This is about to turn cutthroat, right? This is good. Now we got to see how it executes and how what the cadence becomes after this. But I'm interested.
Oh, I'm going to give him the chance. I'm going to give him the good old college try and see how they do. But we already saw a little glimpse of Jonathan kind of being a snake tonight, where he's like ratting out Dale,
Yeah.
and then looks like Brian knows about Jeremy's. Like, oh, I love Bailey, and it's like you want to be with Susie, my guy. Like
He
that's
called
a
her.
problem. Yeah, no, he's screwed.
Dude, he's done. What an idiot. What a dope. Like, and I'm sorry. Like, why share that so flippantly and out there with a large group? Even if 90%, 95% of them are your bros, it only takes one. Yeah, I
And,
think it was weird that Jonathan's running around snitching, right? Like, but still, like, I.
when there's 500,000 on the table now, of course you're going to let that slip.
They're all gonna blow. I mean, the Jeremy thing's classic. But we do need to talk. Let's not be. We mentioned it at the top. We lost Jill tonight.
Who
She's
cares?
not sick. She didn't pass away. Jill, and everybody. If this sounds familiar, Jill got friend zoned by the guy she was with when a new girl came in, and she got upset that she's always a friend and left.
She wasn't even eliminated yet. She
Why
technically
not
wasn't even
stay for the
eliminated yet.
night? It's literally that night.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say this right here and clip whoever. I don't want to see Jill again. I don't want to see Hakeem again. Get these weirdos off the show and they just come on here and just do weird. Like, it's not funny. It's not. The show needs to like get back on track with. If they were had like a steady track record, you could let these people slide. But like, I'm sorry, you're gonna crash out after like we were saying. D level Sean is gonna like have a conversation with the new girl like every other guy was doing. Like, were you kidding me? Like, and you're just gonna. It's lame. I don't want to watch it.
Shout out, we're glad that Kim's alive. I do feel like they are going to call the medical tent like an NFL concussion thing very quickly. They are very intent on no Goldens going down on in the villa. And they're also, remember, Brian, different than normal because they're like some resort, right? So there's probably this like liability the hotels and things even have compared to like them having some beach they just basically rent. You know what I mean?
Why don't they just tell Leslie that where he is? Why is it a mystery?
Because in case he is like having a heart attack or something, then that'll be more dramatic.
I guess, but
He came back. He's like, I wonder if I would have gotten it. And he just goes into his room.
but it's also like she didn't even she picked I don't even what's her name. She went out with a
Oh,
girl. Like, what are we doing
yeah,
here,
she went on
man?
a friend date.
Lame.
That should
I was
not
like,
even be allowed. That's definitely not in the rule book.
I was mad. I was mad when that happened.
No, because I was enjoying the episode, and I even the dates were kind of funny. Like I said, I'm like especially the golden date was the first one was very funny, so I enjoyed them enough. But uh, and obviously the Brian stuff we enjoyed because we weren't expecting it. I almost skipped that scene. I was like, I want to catch up. I'm a few minutes behind, and I didn't. And all of a sudden, I'm like,
You just gotta. I've just learned you gotta watch everything because there's
yeah, you do, yeah, you do, and it's
one sentence could be like the gold mine for us with like somebody saying something weird.
no, and so I'm glad I didn't. But it's gonna be. Like I said, the Goldens are gonna. That's there. That'll be a subplot. I like being back to one episode, 2 hours, Brian.
No, no, yeah, please, no more 3 hours. A lot of people don't like the Goldens, man, based off Facebook.
The Goldens seem fine to me. They're not like overstepping and stuff, and they're not being weird. I don't. They're
They're
so
horny,
far they
dude.
have not bothered me. I
They're
am
horny.
worried about a Golden winning that though. Like that's kind of BS.
I don't think they would.
Just throwing it out there. I think it's BS.
And can we put like Andrew and the girl he's with on a milk carton because there's so many and Spencer and whoever he's with, Jess or something like. I'm like, oh, I want to see all these people. We focus on so much stuff, like too much cat. Like we need new to that.
No, but they're they're going to focus on Cap because they know the crash out's coming, and they know especially with the rules now they know the Cap crash out's coming.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
what they invest in. Andrew's a great guy. They tried to get Andrew to be like the Bachelor. A lot of people have reported, and he was just like, I don't really want that. That's
Yeah.
like this seems like too much. But like I'll come chill on the beach.
I'll come
That's
and
fine.
try to win $500,000.
Yeah, especially, and I don't believe for a second that some of them didn't know about this before. They had to have told them there was some form of like money involved. They probably didn't know it was that much.
They
They
probably
probably
like
didn't.
hinted at like I'm really shocked it's $500,000. That's crazy. I thought it'd be like
Bro,
100.
like you said, if the people that will become available all of a sudden
Yeah.
for
Oh my
next
god, we're gonna
season
get
is
everybody.
going to be like an all-star
That
season.
actually might be that's good. That
You
is like the
prayed for
one plus
times
one.
like this.
Yeah.
But then you know what they're going to do, Brian? They're going to oversaturate us with it, and they're going to give us 5-6 hours a week, and we're going to be complaining a year from now, being like, my kid's got soccer, and I'd be like, my kid's throwing crap right now, and we're like, yeah, well, we
Well,
got 4 more hours of paradise.
if they let him drink and fight, then I'm in.
I will always let them. I love the show that they do let them drink, and they encourage it. I don't care. The drinking
They also
helps.
let
It
him do
makes it more
drugs.
honest. Makes it
they,
more
also,
honest.
they also let him do drugs apparently.
Yep. Uh, I've enjoyed this week. We'll be back next week. Like I mentioned, Friday, premiere Perfect Match on Netflix. We'll have The Snake. Brian is still powering away. Episode 50 of Love Island. The family visits just happened. So you really are in the home stretch there, Bri. Uh, yeah. Also, like I said, I'll have the screener in my inbox right now. I'm going to watch The Snake. Also, McBee Dynasty, Bravo shows, Valley uh, reunion 3-parter. First part tomorrow night. Brian and I will be back uh, for the first episode post Jax's announcement that he is no longer on the show. Also, now his bar is done. So, big long week for Jax. Apparently, he also had a burner and texted Luke after Luke went on a podcast. That's a good one too. We'll talk about all of that on our review tomorrow. We love you guys. Happy to be back. Peace. I can't get my stupid Apple thing. It was like